Oh, this lighting looks kind of creepy. Anyhow, I'm continuing to chug through my backlog of recorded but not edited and uploaded videos, so just keep in mind, this was not recorded anytime around February of 2022. Dollywood's not even open right now. This was recorded back on October 9th. Just wanted to give that disclaimer, but I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, what's up? Today is October 9th. It's going to be another Dollywood day. My first time going to Dollywood for their Halloween stuff, actually in the month of October. It's currently about 8:30, which is later than I meant to leave here, because I want to get up there at 9 for their season pass holder early entry. For those of you who don't know, because they don't advertise it very well, Dollywood does have early entry for season pass holders and resort guests only at 9 a.m., so an hour before park opening, only on Saturdays to get ERT on a specific attraction. That attraction today is labeled on their schedule to be Lightning Rod, but as you guys probably know from watching this channel, Lightning Rod has not operated at all since that incident I covered 2 weeks ago, and they've actually changed, shortly after that, they changed Lightning Rod's description in the Dollywood app to literally say in the description, this attraction is closed. So that's still the case this morning. So I think there's a 99% chance we are not riding Lightning Rod today. So it's going to be a surprise ride. I have no idea what we're getting ERT on today, and that's actually my first time going to their season pass holder early entry. So we're going to go see what that's all about. I'm probably not going to get there at 9, probably closer to 9:30, but hopefully I'll still get like 30 minutes of ERT in. But man, I'm excited because I just watched Coaster Studios' RMC documentary, This Is How We Roll, last night, and it is so good. I would highly recommend. It's $7 to rent, $10 to buy, I think, which a lot of people were mad about, but like, it is literally a movie. Like, I would recommend it. I'll probably have a review on it out soon, maybe before you even see this video, but it's really good, especially if you are a coaster person in any capacity, especially if you're a coaster enthusiast. Like, please buy that and watch it, because it's heaven. There are a few things in it that are a little bit disjointed for people that are not already familiar with the industry, I thought, but I'll go into all of that when I do my review. But if you like coasters, like in the amusement industry, amusement parks in general, you're gonna love that. Anyways, it made me really excited to ride an RMC today until I remembered I'm not going to get to ride an RMC because Dollywood is broken. But yeah, hopefully I can get to the park in time for the ERT, because it is very, very foggy this morning. Like, very foggy. Like, I've never seen fog like this before. At least I've never driven in fog like this before. So this will be an experience. Guys, we got into B-Lot today. That's never happened to me before. I guess that's what happens when it's like only season pass holders and resort guests here right now. But we're gonna go ahead and see what this is all about. People getting on the tram, I might just walk because B-Lot's really close. It's like the closest you can get, because A-Lot is completely handicap parking now. So without a handicap sticker, B is the closest you can get. Yeah, I'm taking the tram. That lot A is bigger than I remembered it. I suppose we will follow the sign then. Okay, so there's no more signage past the entrance, just pointing over here where there's about 1 billion rides. So I guess we're just gonna go keep walking. Thunderhead looks closed. We're gonna keep walking until we find something they're letting season pass holders on, because I don't know what it is. The schedule said Lightning Rod. Obviously it's not Lightning Rod. I just looked over there, it's labeled closed for the day, so definitely is not. All right, I think I found it. I think it's Wild Eagle. It's the only thing they're letting people into the queue for. So I'm gonna assume this is it. Very unclear, but Wild Eagle is fun. I think that ride gets too much hate in the coaster community. I mean, it's nothing like phenomenal, but like a ride doesn't have to be phenomenal to be a lot of fun, and you get some like really decent hang time going over all the inversions and stuff. I actually like it better how it's running now, and it's a little bit colder outside. It's like in the mid-60s right now. It will run pretty fast during the summer, and you'll actually gray out a bit, but then you don't get as much hang time. I like it better in the fall and winter. It's running a bit slower. You don't gray out, but you do get some hang time, which is really nice. Anyways, I'm now going to go ride Fire Chaser, because I didn't do that last time, and it just opened. I saw them do the first public ride of the day while we were on our Wild Eagle ERT. So here we go. I've never seen that before. I don't know if you can see, but a second ago they donated, or denoted Thunderhead's weight as less than 15. I've never seen them use a less than sign in their thing before. Also, Fire Chaser has a blank weight. It just a nothing weight. Yeah, you can see Thunderhead less than 15. Funky. There is a line, but it's not terrible. Just do this station not overly crowded. Fire Chaser's so fun. It's such a unique ride. It's decently thrilling for a family coaster, and like I said, it's just unique. There's not much else out there like it. Anyhow, Lightning Rod's closed for the day, so I'm gonna go ride the other Alan Schilke designed masterpiece. The queues are open, even though there's nobody really in line, so we just gotta play the switchback game. Blazing Fury, the ride with RMC track, that's actually open. What is this funky outdoor queue we're being forced to walk through? Oh, it keeps going. I mean, I kind of needed that. Love this really old signage. This is the only opening day Dollywood attraction that's still operating, and it's just cool how old it is. Back row for life. Alright guys, I rode the only kind of RMC here operating. I had forgotten until I was on the ride once again that RMC actually retract only the second and third drops on Blazing Fury, which is annoying because the first one is still really painful and janky. But I guess it sets up the expectation that the second and third drops will also be painful and janky, and so people are pleasantly surprised. I don't know, but oh, look at this. Construction update here on Hickory House Barbecue. You can see the construction fence is down, and here is the refurbished building. I believe it's a little bit bigger than the old building, and they have the menu plates back up and everything. All repainted. Unfortunately, it's not open today, so I suppose they're still doing a little bit of work on the inside. Over here, where there used to be a covered picnic area, there's now just some picnic tables with umbrellas. But they look like nicer picnic tables than what used to be here, which is weird. And then you got a fence behind, but yeah, hopefully Hickory House will be reopening soon. That was a fast project. I think it just closed down in like August. It's October and they're already done with the outside at least. I want some barbecue. Hopefully they can open this back up pretty soon here. I don't know what this fence is. It looks permanent, but no, they left it open. Anyone want to go walking backstage? Here's how it looks taking a step back here, just on the Crossman's Valley Midway. Yeah, it's a nice building. Anyhow, Blazing Fury it's just the nerdiness in me coming out that I love to see, where whatever the weird proprietary track that was originally used when they built the ride, when you see that transition to the iBox track on the second drop, and you can see that, it's pretty cool. So watch the track when you're on Blazing Fury, you'll see the iBox. Hopefully they can come redo the whole ride. I've heard the Silver Dollar City's having their entire Fire in the Hole re-tracked by RMC, so hopefully Dollywood will do the same with Blazing Fury. I think they were just testing on the second and third drop there. It seems to work, and unlike Lightning Rod, Blazing Fury does not go down a lot, so it seems to be pretty reliable as well. So thought I needed to insert a quick disclaimer that Silver Dollar City is actually not having their Fire in the Hole retracked. They're having it completely rebuilt in a different area of the park, a replica of that ride built elsewhere, and the original one's getting torn out. I don't know what they're going to use that building for, but I just wanted to clarify, it's not a retrack. Apparently they are rebuilding the entire ride in a different location. It's kind of weird, but anyways. Also, Blazing Fury is just an important ride, in my opinion, because it's Dollywood's only indoor attraction, so it's really all there is to do during a thunderstorm or anything like that. Only ride you can ride to cool off on a hot day or heat up on a cold day, and it's just cool because it's all like really, really old homemade sets, but they're all really well done. It's a nice classic ride. I do hope that Dollywood, I think they need a new dark ride soon, or a new indoor roller coaster. They've discussed both of those. I think both an indoor thrill coaster and a dark ride would both be very great for Dollywood. They just need more indoor rides because, like I said, that's the only indoor ride. No, I mean, Blazing Fury is nice. It's nice. I wanted to ride Barnstormer, but as you can see, the entire Owens Farm area is closed due to staffing. That's a big rip. Wait, Gristmill is closed too? the heck is actually open? Okay, barbecue corner is closed. I mean, that was very slow and not great food service last time I was here, so whatever. But like, Aunt Granny's is electronic displays on the struggle bus here. Keeps flickering and fading in and out. Eek. They still haven't drained Smoky Mountain River Rampage yet, even though it's not operating again this season. I would think they would just go ahead and drain it because the water's getting pretty nasty, as you can see. I'm gonna go look at Lightning Rod because I'm still sad about it. So I'm just gonna go look at it, see if we can see anything interesting. Two and a half weeks worth of routine maintenance. Yeah, tell me what's really going on. Yeah, no. Nothing visible. Oh my gosh, they closed the door. I genuinely did not know that was a door that could close. But yeah, they closed the door. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Okay, this is great. I don't know, you probably can't see, but like the TV, yeah, you won't be able to see because of the camera angles. But the TV in the queue line is still running. It's still playing the queue line video. Has that video been playing perpetually for 2 weeks now? Yeah, nothing to see on this side either. Okay, please don't yell at me. I'm not going in the building. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, there is a garage door on this side too, and that's closed as well. And what the heck? They're running the fans in the queue. They're running the fans and the TV in the queue. And there's nobody. Like, what the heck? So confused. Those things just run 24/7. I think the maintenance bay might be open as well. They closed this gift shop as well. Last time they were selling Lightning Run gifts with no Lightning Run. Yeah, no, it's closed now. The front of this man's shirt says Rides Maintenance. Let's see where he's going. He walks up the stairs. I don't know what he's gonna say if he notices me just recording him. He just walked into that backstage area. Let's see if he goes up into the train shop. I'm curious if that's the main holdup, as if there was some kind of cosmetic damage from the trains bumping, and that they have to fix that. Yeah, that's where he's going. And he's going inside the train shop, which the door is open. Confirmation. So, yeah, I guess they're working on the trains. So yeah, they are working on it actively, it appears. You can't really see what they're working on. Presumably something in the train shop, but we saw somebody walking there. So there's something going on, so they're not just letting it sit. They're actively, at least I assume, since I saw somebody go in there, that they're actively trying to get it ready to go again. But of course, everything takes time. It's 11 o'clock, but I'm gonna get an early lunch because I did not have breakfast today. All right, back to the Market Square. All right, went to the other side of Market Square where their main food item is a smoked bratwurst, which comes with some potatoes and onion stuff. I also got an autumn apple palmer, which is said sweet tea with apple syrup. So let's see what that's like. We got our Harvest Festival wrap. There's like some bell peppers and onions in with the potatoes. That's cool. The smoked bratwurst was delicious. Like, it was warm, juicy, flavorful. It was good. So are the potatoes, but it's kind of hard to mess up potatoes. Actually, no, that's a lie. You can mess up potatoes. They did not mess up the potatoes. The apple palmer thing is fine. It just tasted like very diluted apple cider. That's about it. So if apple cider is too sweet for you, then come get some diluted apple cider, I guess. What the? Open maintenance gates or what? That gate goes to the parking lot, and that gate goes to like backstage area. I don't know why those are open. The security guards at the open gates though are guarding them like it's a military outpost or something. Just completely stoic, just looking back and forth. If anyone wants to start a stupid conspiracy theory that Dollywood's or that the U.S. government is storing nuclear warheads behind Show Street at Dollywood or something stupid like that, I feel like you could actually get a bit of traction with that, which is kind of sad. I'm sorry. What the heck is this Thunderhead line? It's pouring out of the queue. I've never seen that before. It's got a queue as well. It's just so crowded here all of a sudden. Wow. Like, it was pretty normal crowd levels for this park, and then all of a sudden everyone showed up while I was eating lunch. So this is supposed to be like the Mexican restaurant of the park. It appears that currently they are only selling chicken tenders and cheeseburgers. What a casualty. It's sad because I heard when Stone Harvest opened, it had like a really good selection of some quick Mexican food items. As has been stated before, people said it was like Chipotle, but Smoky Mountain style, Dollywood style. But I have only eaten there once, but I've heard it's just gotten, the menu options there have just gotten progressively worse until now you can see all they're selling is chicken tenders and hamburgers. At the Mexican restaurant, chicken tenders and hamburgers. Wildwood Grove. I swear, there's so much space back here, just open space, which is what the park needed to spread crowds out a little bit. That was kind of the point of building a whole new section here. But since pretty much all the rides here are family or kiddie-oriented rides, a lot of people don't come back here, so it doesn't thin out the crowds as much as it probably should have. But based on all the rumors and leaks I've seen, we're probably getting at least a family multi-lunch back here, which should help get more people to come back this way. And then there's still going to be more space based on the blueprints that have leaked. If those are true, there's still going to be more space behind this multi-launch because most of it will go up there. And so there'll be more space back there. They can put in the dark ride if they really need. And I'd love to see the indoor thrill coaster as well. But A, I don't think there'll be space after they put in a dark ride back there. And B, a hyper coaster or a Mach Extreme spinner seem like the two options Dollywood's leaning towards for the next thrill coaster more. But anyways, I'm just excited because it seems like hopefully pretty soon, once they catch up from their pandemic losses, we're gonna get some more stuff back here, which should A, open up even more space to spread crowds out, and B, have some more exciting attractions that'll get more people to walk back here and make the whole rest of the park less crowded and the like. What's interesting is behind this wall, I've peeked my eyes through a little bit. I don't know if you can see anything with the camera, probably not. Basically the pathway that you see on the ground, that special type of path that's in Wildwood Grove, that extends a couple of feet past this barrier here, which you can see this barrier is obviously a decently temporary barrier to begin with. And the path extends quite a few feet before it cuts off into a gravel service road, which tells me, as we all already know, for sure though, that this is not the end of Wildwood Grove. It'll extend at some point. Do I want to? Oh, they've opened up this area to the right over here by these trees that used to be closed off. Now we can walk back here. It'd be cool if they put like a bench or something back here. Not sure we'll be able to see anything with this fence. All right, their wait time system says 25 minutes. I don't buy that for a second, but we're gonna see. I may have mentioned this before, but this land here, like between Thunderhead and Dragonflyer, this could be used for something. Probably, or definitely not like a large-scale coaster or anything, but they could do another small coaster, like similar to Dragonflyer's footprint here, or they could just put a few flats, another kids' playground. Yeah, I don't think you could even put a coaster Dragonflyer's footprint here, actually. Either another kiddie coaster, or just a flat or two, or a restaurant or something, but it's just weird that this is empty space here. Could do something with it. Only problem is the train track is right there. They'd have to put up a wall or a decent fence or something. Anyways, I had a fun ride on Dragonflyer. That is probably, I don't want to say my second favorite family coaster behind Fire Chaser, because I feel like it needs a bit more theming to be all around entertaining. I think most family coasters should have theming to complete the experience. This does not really have any theming. But as a ride, it's fun. It's actually decently thrilling. I say that every time I ride it. Everyone else does. Anyways, we waited like 40 minutes for it, which now the wait time estimate's up to 45 minutes. And it's about the same line, so I guess they were just not quite updated before. I used these restrooms earlier, and they're nice. They're not quite as Wildwood Grove themed as the ones near the front of Wildwood Grove for some reason. But they're still very nice, very clean, obviously pretty new restrooms. Here are the wait times. You can see the park's pretty crowded today. Really the only short waits are Drop Line and Lemon. Why is Lemon Twist on here? They just pick random country fair rides to shove on here occasionally, and I don't know why they do that. Anyways, Drop Line's the shortest throw line wait, but that's always the case. Everything else is like 20, 30, 45 minutes. Fire Chaser at 75 because we have some pretty heavy family crowds here today. I'm dying to get a ride on Thunderhead today, but like the Thunderhead line is just longer than I have ever seen Thunderhead's line before. It's just weird. Dragonflyer hasn't cycled a single time since I got off it, which is weird, but I heard them saying something about a guest losing a phone, so maybe they stopped the ride to go retrieve the phone. That just isn't usually something that a park will do. They'll usually tell you, well, we said no loose articles, so you lose something, you gotta wait till the end of the day. They usually won't stop operations to go get something that was dropped, but maybe they did today. These are just such cool views. There's too many trees now, but these are such cool views of Thunderhead you get walking through Wildwood Grove this way. So from the top of Dragonflyer, I could see all the way into the possible expansion area, and obviously they've done nothing with it yet. Not surprised. Other than there is a random piece of what looks like Mystery Mines track, maybe old track, that is painted like solid white. So that's wacky. In case you were wondering what Mystery Mines overflow queue looks like, it's a freaking crowded day today. So yeah, Mystery Mines overflow queue is full. That's the kind of crowds I'm dealing with today. I haven't even seen a video online of anyone in Mystery Mines overflow queue ever. The wait is almost an hour for Mystery Mine at the moment. Lumberjack's Pizza still closed for staffing, so the only place to eat in the entire back half of the park that's open is Till and Harvest, which isn't even selling anything other than cheeseburgers and chicken tenders, so that's not a good look for a park that prides itself in food options. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. It's a long line, but I want some GCI today. It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. This line just flies. Hello, Thunderhead. Nice like that ride. And it's running so well since they finished that retracking project. See, when Dollywood originally unveiled Heart Song Resort, it was supposed to open fall 2022. They keep pushing it back. Now we're all the way to fall 2023, which is not very promising for any new rides or other theme park expansions here. You see that's some of the fall items at Spotlight Bakery, which apparently serves Starbucks now. That might be the first outside food or drink we've seen at the park, other than like Dippin' Dots. Next time I'm here with somebody that can help me eat it, we're getting a slice of this 25-pound apple pie. Or maybe just, that's an expensive pie. All the seating outside Spotlights is full. I'm gonna go into the always dead Adventures in Imagination. Walking by the Time Savers shop, it says the Time Savers sold out for the day. It's only 1 o'clock. There's 8 more hours that the park is open. No one can buy a Time Saver. Not that I have ever done anything like that, but I'm usually not a skip the line person, at least not pay extra for it. Guys, Gold Season Pass is so worth it. I saved 70 cents on a Rice Krispie treat. See, it's a Rice Krispie treat. Harvest Festival thing there. But it's in the shape of a leaf. Yay. Here come the lunch crowds, my heavens. This is the line for Dogs and Taters. The corn dog shop. Country Cookers Kettle Corn closed. Crossroads Funnel Cake's closed. The number of closed food places is just wild. I know it's staffing issues, and they're staffing rides first, which I appreciate because they don't make extra money off the rides, but it's just a little annoying. I was hoping, since everyone was getting lunch, that Show Street ice cream would be empty, and I was correct. There's an apple pie milkshake, which is a vanilla milkshake with apple filling and caramel and other deliciousness. This is probably the most freaking delicious thing I've had all week. I would definitely recommend getting a spoon because it's hard to get some of those apple pie filling chunks up the straw. Also, Dollywood, like a lot of other places, has gone to paper straws, but these are particularly thin and hard to get out of their wrapper without damaging them, so keep that in mind too. Paper straws usually don't bother me that much, but like, look at this. That's how fragile they all are, just by default. There's an entire freaking apple in here. Good luck trying to get that up in a straw. I honestly have no idea who this is, but I've had good luck just stopping into random shows, so I'll watch. That was an interesting little combination of Southern gospel and country. For some reason, it wasn't 100%. I didn't like it as much as some of the other stuff I've heard here. I mean, it was fine. I'm kind of doing some shows now because after that milkshake, I had a little too much sugar, a little sugar overload. So let's do some shows now. Here at Back Porch Theater, who wouldn't like a show called Good Vibes? This is another just Dollywood year-round show I have not watched yet. The next showing's not for another 30-40 minutes, so I want something to do around here. All these games that were closed in July are actually open now. Oh my heavens. What is happening in Country Fair? Oh my god, I've never seen this many people in here before. What? Oh my gosh, I found another open food restaurant. This was not open in July either, but you can see the line. Holy crap. Scrambler's been closed for the day the last few times I've been here. So I'm gonna guess that they're waiting on a part that's hard to get right now because of all the world's wonderful supply chain issues. Yeah, same sign as lightning rod, but you know what's funny? This ride is double-sided, so the other side's for weather. I don't know where this corridor goes. It just wraps around this way. Okay, I didn't really know this was back here. Oh, there's a bridge. That's cute. This appears to be the group picnic pavilions, and this looks like where groups would pick up picnic items. But I was walking down here because it's a kind of cool view of Jukebox Junction and Lightning Rod's turnaround right there. You can't really see it behind the trees, but it definitely looks like somewhere we're not supposed to be. But nobody to stop us. And I guess it dead ends about here. No, it keeps going. What the heck? There's an awesome view of Lightning Rod there. Cool. I'm gonna turn around because I don't know where this goes, and this really does not look like somewhere we're supposed to walk. So I realized I never mentioned the seasonal crafts and kind of small vendors that are set up. And this caught my attention, so chainsaw art. There you go, you see they got several of these tents for Harvest Festival. This person's from Kodak, Tennessee, selling this chainsaw art. She's actually working on it right here, which is really cool. I've never eaten that Victoria's pizza. I don't know if it's better or worse than Lumberjack's, but I did not ride anything in Country Fair because everything was showing up in the Dollywood app as like 30 to 45 minute waits. Like 1 or 2 rides were an hour or more, which is just, in my opinion, too long to wait for something I could ride at my local county fair. So, shoot, we're stuck over here for a hot second. They just closed the train gates. Come to think of it, I actually don't think there's a way in and out of the Village Country Fair area other than here. So I think we really are stuck for a minute. That's okay though. Here's some handmade historic games from Pennsylvania. That's really cool, actually. Here it comes. Let's play that. And the gates come back up immediately after. That's kind of cool. I guess homemade faith kind of stuff. Anyways, gates are back open, so heading back that way. They're getting everything ready to go up there. Also, shocker, this theater is themed to a back porch, appropriately named. Alright, that's where I'm in. I feel the good vibes now. I think that might be my new favorite show here. I wish it was longer. It's only about 30 minutes. Alright, I think I found there is a way to get back into Country Fair in the village area without crossing the tracks. It looks like a group picnic area. And here's an electronic sign where they normally state the name. It is labeled on the Dollywood Park map as the handicap accessible route. So I guess it is open to the public. I just walked past a chef lady that didn't say anything to me, even though there's no actual groups here today. It's definitely some interesting views. Shush, train, I'm busy. Definitely some interesting views of Smoky Mountain River Rampage here. It's all drained out on this half now. There's still some water down there, but I'll have to come back here later when this is actually running. That'd be some good footage. So there's where the water pumps jet out to create the current and the lift. Yeah, this is all stuff you don't normally get to see. That's the station over here. Yeah, this is a public route. You can walk through here. In fact, if you're this is the only way to get back here if you're in a wheelchair. So yeah, I didn't know, and it's really cool. You saw how crowded the park was today. Nobody's back here, and here we are. That was the train bridge I pointed out earlier. That's super wonky. Crowds seem to have calmed down a little bit through here. It's been a long time since I've ridden a wave swinger. So I think I'm gonna ride Waltzing Swinger here. Why not? Former home of the world's jankiest kiddie coaster. Rest in peace. I kind of miss it. This whole entry area of the Country Fair just like doesn't look the same ever since they removed it, just because I know what it was like with it here. It was here the first time I came to Dollywood ever. 2016, the year Lightning Rod was open. The very next year it was gone, so glad I rode it while it was here. The only time I was here that it was here. This used to be a very old, slightly sketchy carnival-style Ferris wheel right there. That's gone as well. And so in my opinion, since those two removals of the sideshow spin was the kiddie coaster, yeah, and then whatever the Ferris wheel was called. I don't know, Country Fairs just seem kind of bland. They're not exactly the same. So around all the seating areas in Market Square, here's the stage where Smoky Mountain String Band performs. So they're performing in about 5 minutes, apparently. So I'm just gonna stand around here and watch the performance because I've seen fragments of it, usually the end. I haven't seen it all the way through here. Fortunately, there's no seating in Market Square to watch, so I'm gonna have to stand, but it's all good. As you can see, this is a stage that's set up to just kind of provide ambiance as you're walking through Market Square, sitting down to eat or anything. But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna watch it all the way through. But yeah, it's not a sit down and watch kind of theater here, obviously. Here they come.
There ain't nothing we can do, say, feeling good, feeling fine.
There's so many people in the village. Anyways, I'm gonna get in line for food because it's already 5 o'clock and these lines are long everywhere. Sorry. I see a horse walking around over there. What the heck? I have time after I grab my food. I'm gonna walk over there and see what's going on. There's a little bit of outdoor seating here, but not much, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere else. We have 3 options here. Definitely looks and smells like a classic pizza restaurant in here. And so here you're going to get flatbreads, whereas Lumberjacks is just pan pizzas, normal crust. Alright, so as you can see, did find some more seating behind Victoria's outdoor seating. Unfortunately, I was going to get the Harvest flatbread because it looked interesting, but they were out of literally all of the Harvest Festival exclusive food items, so I just got what they call the Conductor's Pizza, which is their meat lovers flatbread. We'll see if it's as good as Lumberjacks, as meat lovers, just regular pizza or not. Yeah, it's really annoying that they ran out of the Harvest Festival items, but I mean, I know that food service here is really struggling today because all the restaurants that are open are understaffed, and there are a lot that aren't open, again, because of staffing, which is just pushing more people. So like they're really overworked right now. So I'm gonna try not to be upset about them being out of a lot of things. I went to Jukebox Junction to the phone charging station. It's by Red's Diner. Try to get some juice. I rediscovered how terrible that was. The phone, or like the plugs don't stay in the outlet, they fall out. So you have to sit there and hold it. And I just couldn't sit there and hold it long enough to get a charge. They were all like that. They're just bad outlets. I know there are only 2 advertised phone charging stations here. There's that one that the outlets fall out of, or that the power adapters fall out of. And then there's one all the way up in Wilderness Pass, but that only has USB ports and they have a USB-C cable, so that's not useful. I'm sure there's some other just random power outlets somewhere around here. I just don't care enough to try to find them right now. I got the back porch theater where it has transformed for Mike Snodgrass, which is apparently wonderfully unpredictable. This is one of the single day only Harvest Festival concerts, just like the one we saw this morning. So let's see what this guy's all about. This theater looks like it'd probably be cool at night. I do have an 8 o'clock showing of this show, but I want to be getting night rides then, so I'll pass.
And it's hard to love someone else as you do yourself. To undo others is hating you. If you do one better than they might do it too.
Love that. Good job to Mike Snodgrass. I forgot his name for a second. That was really cool. I really like that. That's my kind of music to hear at a park like this. Really awesome. Really glad I watched that. So Man also plays the harmonica like Billy Joel. While he's playing a guitar though instead of a piano. All of our Harvest Festival merchants closing up for the night as the sun goes down, lights coming on, and the Great Pumpkin Luminite stuff should be up soon, so we're gonna head over to Timber Canyon. The rafts have floated their way over here for some reason. Taking a long way around through Jukebox Junction as it gets dark, because I just love seeing this place at night. It looks really cool. Admittedly, it's more cool while Lightning Rod is operating. Hopefully, they will get it fixed up soon, and hopefully, part of their maintenance routine includes fixing the sign, because apparently breaking the ride breaks the entire light up sign except the letter R. My favorite ride, R. R is my favorite coaster, by the way. Show Street Palace Theater, all spookified for us. Transition to spooky music. Also, there's like a freaking mass exodus right now. Everyone is leaving. What the heck? And I guess that's good news for us. More free night rides. So crowded.
Daddy, come here.
So freaking crowded. Sorry, we got a pumpkin disco graveyard. Just don't ask questions. I think I'm gonna go take a night ride on Dropline here, or at least a mostly night ride, because I think it'll be cool to see the park all lit up from up there. Albeit I'm a little nervous, even though I've done this a few times already. Also, all the little frog pumpkins in the pond, they say hello and they say ribbit. So there you go. Would you like a pepperoni or cheese pizza? Nah, you want nothing. Haha, screw you. Ah, yes. Here we go. Let's go drop.
Last time we were here, they had a couple other So each one of those crossbars is 12 feet. See, this is the scary part. You don't know when it's going to fall. Is it 6, 12? When is it going to fall? The story is 12 feet.
You can't see me at all. It's dark. But I had to step out of the pathway because it's so crowded. But Dropline at night is fantastic. Like, for some reason, it feels taller at night than it does during the daytime. I'm not sure why that is, but it felt much taller. The drop was a bit more intense than I remembered it being. I had a lot of fun. I kind of want to go again, but it has a decent line. I definitely want to get a night ride on Mystery Mine, so I'm going to go that direction. I sense something mysterious going on over here. I don't know why. It feels like something mysterious, you know. Mr. Buzzard's sleeping. You can't even see him on camera because it's dark. They don't have a light shining on him. He's got some of his own vulture and spider jack-o'-lanterns though, so there you go. Hey buddy, why are you still sleeping? Tell me about Wrong Way Joe. I want to learn about Wrong Way Joe. Tell me about him. And honestly though, it's a decent animatronic. It had fallen into a bit of disrepair a few years ago, but I think it was 2017 they took it out to give it some TLC. And it's been working pretty well since then. You just couldn't see it at all, so what I'm saying didn't matter, did it? Alright, Mystery Mine time. This doesn't look terrible. The overflow is not full anymore. It looks like we're looking at about 25 minutes. I don't exactly buy that.
Your safety is our #1 priority. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused during your visit with us. We will resume operation once safety has cleared us to reopen. At this time, we do not know how long the downtime will be. You are more than welcome to stay in the queue lines and wait, or go and experience one of our other great attractions. Feel free to check back with us at your convenience. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, I guess. I don't know if you heard any of that, but Mystery Mine just went down due to technical difficulties, and they gave us the your safety is our top priority speech. They said they don't know when it'll reopen. I'll wait a few minutes. We only got an hour before park closing, so I'm getting to jump way up in the line because everyone's leaving. That's a pro. They cycled it empty a few times. and then they stopped. So that's not a good sign. Just reopened. We're back in business. Everyone was cheering and clapping. And there comes the train. Oh, that one's empty too. Oh, no, it's not. I heard screams. It's just dark and you can't see anything. So, back in business we are. That was only like 10 minutes maybe.
Down for that drop.
They were doing so good. Now we're stacking real hard.
Keep your boots on, buddies.
4 trains stacked. I was greeted by some projections and bats and spiderwebs as I came out of the restroom here, but anyways. No use in showing you my face, because you won't be able to see anything. But I got off Mystery Mine Night Ride before I came back here to use the restroom. And Mystery Mine Night Ride was awesome. So this first half, it's pretty bright. Other than the first lift room, it's kind of dark, so you can't see the theming, which is disappointing. But once you get outside, because of the lighting, and you can see into a Wildwood Grove and the building all lit up and stuff, it's really unique and incredible. And then when you get to this half, when you drop, normally you drop in the dark and then you come out into the light, but here you come out into still mostly dark. So it's, I don't know, it's a very unique experience, a unique night ride experience, I think. So definitely try it if you're at Dollywood. It's not exactly a dark ride. Oh, he's telling me about Wrong Way Joe.
Y'all could stand in that same spot and live to tell about it. Some say a huge tree nearly fell on the potato shack. But Joe, with the help of his
One of the
hand,
stories, Buzzer, I'll come back next time. But unfortunately, I'm trying to get... I was talking to him. I was talking to the Buzzer. I'll come back next time, Mr. Buzzard. Tell me more about Wrong Way Joe. But now I'm going to get a Thunderhead night ride about 15 minutes before the park closes. I remember Thunderhead night ride being freaking awesome. Well, I got it in 2019 and I haven't gotten one since. That's where we're heading now. Anyways, Mystery Mine night ride. It's not exactly dark, but it is definitely it's just cool. I mean, I guess that's how I describe any night ride. It's different than a ride during the day. I mean, it's cool. In my opinion, it's better. Most rides I'd rather have night rides than day rides, so drop by looking sick. Thunderhead, here I come. Ready to get my socks knocked off again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, there's like nobody here. Oh, there's some people. We're estimated about 15 minutes.
Safety information.
Yippee-ki-yay. They play this song every time the park is closed. So I just associate it with leaving Dollywood. Anyways, again, I won't show my face because you won't be able to see. Oh, look at these pumpkins as we're leaving. I kind of wish they'd keep the Great Pumpkin Luminites music as you're leaving. So you get a final... The atmosphere is not the same with this music, but it's all good though. Thunderhead rocks. Like, that ride rocks. I know a lot of enthusiasts don't like it because they wrote it before the recent retracking. Please come ride it again because it is so much smoother now than it was before that retrack. And oh my gosh, it is probably my second favorite wooden coaster behind Voyage, to be honest. If we're discounting Lightning Rod, that's a whole sticky situation now that we don't have to worry about because it's closed. Yeah, this isn't the... You gotta have the different music for the scene. Doesn't work as well. The Great Pumpkin Luminites music just returned. So, I think that they just play that once when the park officially hits closing. Then everything returns to normal. Anyways, Thunderhead's still running. Most of the ride's still running because, again, it's a crowded day. So there's probably several more cycles. There's still like 20-minute line with the people at Thunderhead when I left. But I did not wait to get last train of the day because I haven't had good luck trying to do that. and I wanted to make sure I got my ride. So I got my ride. It actually hit 9 o'clock while I was on Thunderhead. So I was on the ride and the park closed. The tram line looked ridiculously long. It was running all the way out there, and the two people were saying, if you're in lot A or B, just walk. You will get there faster. Just walk. It's not worth it to take the trolley. So that's what we're doing. Walking back to B lot here. I take back what I said last time I was here. Butterfly doesn't have a cover on the tram stop either. It actually doesn't have a queue at all. These tram stops are very inconsistent. I just finished up a great day at Dollywood. Oh, I'm not ready to leave. I thought it was so much fun with those 3 night rides I got. But hopefully I'll be able to come back next week. I'll have to see what happens. But today was super fun. I'm disappointed I didn't get to try that Harvest flatbread. Maybe it'll be less crowded next weekend or something, and I can try that out. But yeah, I love this park. It doesn't get old. I'll go to another park eventually, but right now, like, I'm happy here, and I have a season pass. I can get in here for free, so it's just easier. Again, I will move on eventually, but hopefully you guys enjoy getting, a look at what the park looks like pretty regularly on different days. I don't know what is going on behind me. That's why I keep pausing. There's a parking cop pulling someone over, blocking them. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they're driving off now. I guess that's the end of that excitement. But lots of more coaster related video coming soon. I really hope they get lightning rod working very soon, because I really am excited to take another night ride on that one. It's been since I think 2017 that I was actually able to get a night ride on that. So that would really make me a happy camper. But we'll see what happens with that. And hopefully lots more amusement park content soon. Also, for any of you that aren't as into the amusement park content, although I'm not sure why you would have gotten this far if you're not, but I'm also hoping to do some more video game related stuff soon. I did pre-order Metroid Dread. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm hopefully going to record my first time playing, and that'll be hype. Just lots of stuff. The channel's called Variety Entertainment. I probably need to come up with a better name, but we're going to do a variety of things, and of course, theme parks, video games, technology, really anything that interests me, we're going to do. So I've been talking for too long. I can go home. Whew, that was fun. Bye-bye.